no position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Auburn Tigers, Jordan-Hare Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Auburn Tigers. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. To the air on first down. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Just got to finish the play for the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Back to pass on second down. Now he's going to break the pocket. Going to try to get it himself. There he goes. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory.
This is the most annoying thing in the world for a defense, is when you start to play all these plays and all these pass concepts and routes, and then you let the quarterback get outside the pocket, and he takes off, and he gets a first down. Like, so much to defend. That is the hardest thing to defend, because you don't know where it's going to happen on the field and when it's going to happen.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Quarterback on the keeper. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. He's going to run it. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a third down stop.
You could clearly tell that he wanted to throw the football and he wanted to go through the air and make a big play. The defense does a great job corralling him, getting some pressure, and most importantly, getting him on the ground.
Gets his first one of the day away. Might be a little stiff. They only used him twice in that loss a week ago. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Wants to adjust the pattern. On the ground, it's Hamilton. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs, you just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Grab near the marker. It's Yoder. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
If they're going to sit back in zone, I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. They go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
Powers through the defender. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. They'll run it from the gun. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a 1st down.
This is an offense that prides himself on being physical, so you need 1 yard. Just hand it off to your back and let him go to work.
Offense will try to strike on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Well, that's a really good-looking physical run. I'll tell you, when you think of Notre Dame football, too, you think of all the great coaches they've had, Ara Parseghian, Knute Rockne, Lou Holtz. Those guys would love what they're seeing right now. 3 yards in a cloud of dust, wearing the defense down, running the football when they know you're going to do it. This is Notre Dame football to a T. Beautiful.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down.
Look, I know this offense didn't have the opening drive of the game they would have liked, but the defense now came away with a massive takeaway. Now you're seeing how that affects the offense. They're playing with a little bit of a pep in the step. Nice throw there, getting the 1st down. This offense all of a sudden looks a whole lot different than what they did the last time out.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Sweet cut there.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Quick release by the QB. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Irish. Field shrinks. Tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, fellas, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. Georgia looked less like a pack of dogs And more like a group of road warriors in a solid victory. This team almost always plays tough between the hedges, and today they found a way outside of Sanford Stadium.
He's got it out. Dynamic on kick returns, and that one puts his offense in business. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He fires one deep down the right side. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go. The football had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Auburn hopes to get War Eagle flying in this red zone trip. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab on the left. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Down. They'll use the running game on first and goal. Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. They'll give it to the back. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wants to go up top. Starting to feel a little pressure. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Got out of trouble and throws. Another incompletion on third down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
Kick is in the air. He'll haul it in right around the logo. Found a little running room on that one, picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. So here comes the Auburn offense. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. quick strike complete. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Well, he's putting up big numbers coming into this one. You knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. With that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do, Dave.
And how many times do we hear that? That the quarterback talk about it after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here come the Irish back on offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Got room to work. Breaks into the open. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. To the ground. He's got it again. Nice move to keep running. He works his way across the 40-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Irish come to the line facing second and short. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll go to the air on second and short. Safe completion on the screen. Across the 45. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers in green field out in front of him. They picked up an explosive play on a running back screen.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting the backfield, making the play.
Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Back to pass. Got it set up on the outside. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner. But right now they want to stop on third down. Tight end finds a soft spot. Brought down at the 33-yard line as this defense gets a third down stop. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Now looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. He boomed it through a 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful leg. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. On the move from inside his 5. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy at second down.
Man, those are frustrating because you know you're supposed to catch that. You're supposed to secure it. It's going to happen, but it's just frustrating for those receivers. Just tap the chest. My bad, dog.
Going for the big play. He's got it on the outside. Off and running. And he's slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Tigers.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Bringing it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Running into the open space. Turning it on. He's at the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Michigan came through with a lunch pail, hard hat performance, and the end result is an eye-opening road victory. And it's not so much that they won, it's more how they won. And the fact this wasn't ever really in question. All that speculation all week, and now we know. Something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looking downfield on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Got his man on the right. Powers through. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his big tight end. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. And the Tigers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Off play action. Trying to beat the D deep. He caught it. Touchdown, Tiger. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Off-play action on first down. Working that left side now. He works his way up to the 20-yard line and goes out of bounds there.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Floating away. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. It's complete on the right side. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Moving out to the right. And they're not on the same page there.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
He gets it out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on third down. They'll try to get it through the air. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
Man, I want to be the play caller. Just to have a guy at the quarterback spot that's over 100 yards now that he's chewed up. He can throw it, but he can also pull it down, and he's so elusive, makes plays, really makes this offense go.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO, and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Notre Dame facing a third and long, trying to keep this drive alive. He'll keep it himself. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Irish send out the punt unit. Oh my, he just shanked that one. Punt will bounce out of bounds, and they're going to spot it at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air on first down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Caught near the sideline, it's Yoder. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Wants to throw on first down. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
And the extra point is good, and the score is 35-17. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Go ahead and roll the dice to start this second half. They're lined up for an onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Well, they're trying to pounce on their opponent with the lead in the second half, trying to steal a possession, but give the return team credit. They may not have been set up perfectly for that onside kick, but they're Johnny on the spot, and now their offense is licking their chops, hoping to go down and score.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand.
All by himself down the middle. Touchdown, Tiger! And the beatdown has ensued.
Well, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. He can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown run.
And they tacked on the extra point. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Pulls it and fires to the left. He's forced out of bounds at the 23-yard line. A good pickup to give this offense some operating room.
And that's a first down for the offense.
It's first down from back at their own 24-yard line. He'll pull it on the read. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Going to have to create some explosive plays to the passing game.
They'll leave it with him. Past the first down marker and still running. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down. Red pass, it's complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
On defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
And Man, that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Looking to throw. They're setting up the screen. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down, and now they have to make a call.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision to make.
With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. Trying to keep this drive alive. Got the first down. Looking for more. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. They give you 4 downs for a reason, and this offense decides to use every one of them.
Hey, if I had a back like that and I had this offensive line, man, I would do it too. I wouldn't even think twice about it. Roll the dice, give your guys an opportunity to go make a play, and they do.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Oh, did he toast the coverage? Got it deep downfield. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Sometimes you see play action for teams that don't really even run the football. I love how they run the football, set it up, next play, take the big shot down the field. The receiver makes the play, makes the catch, and runs it into the end zone.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. The kicking team's got it, and they take the ball right back.
Man, that goes from I'm going to go make a play for my team, run this thing back, make something happen, to dang it, I put it on the ground, and they got it, and they have great field position.
And guys, the defense's head might be spinning a little bit after giving up that huge gain on the first play. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And the ball is free on the pitch. Defense has it. They're on the move. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Fighting off the defender. Got enough for the first. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. They'll ride the hot hand. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
The give to the tailback. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
It's not a flashy play call, but that is exactly what it was designed to do. Get 2 yards, get the first down.
Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
On the play.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He wants to change this route. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. Complete in the middle. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
And they found the big fella again, and they found him early and often today. They featured him here in the 4th quarter. Still time left in this football game. I imagine he's going to still continue to get the football thrown his way.
The give, and tick, 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 tick. He has the first and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game. Running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
Might as well give it to him again. Oh, he's got some space. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down.
He's got two. He's got two.
Leaves it with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
They want to continue this long drive. 9th play coming. It's 3rd and 5.
You got two.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the offense is trying to go counter, but the defense blows it up, and they do it by getting penetration up the middle, setting up the tackle for loss.
Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And that will extend their lead even further. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. He's got the tight end. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line, and when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29.
414 satellite. Military.
The give from the gun. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Zings it complete to the right. He's right there to stop him, but the quick throw and catch enough to give them the first down.
That's a 41-yard line. That's a first down for the offense.
Looking downfield on first down. fires downfield. He's got an open man. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. Notre Dame lines up quickly.
First down for the offense.
Finds the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. Handoff from the gun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to anticipate. They knew what looks they were going to see. And when those looks presented themselves, boy, oh boy, did they ever take advantage.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.